And we are live. Hello everybody, good morning, good afternoon, happy time zones wherever you might be, and welcome back to the House of Hubris here on twitch.tv/Saracent. Welcome back to the Banner Saga 2, now on part 2, now that we're back after our little break on Tuesday. Why is the display cropped weirdly? Game, don't do this to me. There we go, thank you, game. An excellent start, I think we all agree. So yes, we are here on the second game of the series. If you were here last time, you'll have seen things continue to go badly, because that's what they do around here. Rook is dead, as we know. Alette is dealing with some stuff. We're being chased by an army of dredge. We've added Aelio, the Scout, who I'm not totally convinced of in combat yet. We added some other people, probably. Can't remember. We leveled everybody up, which was nice after the renowned starvation that was the last game. Dearth, that was the word I was looking for. Eyvind just... Well, Eyvind thinks Alette can use magic, which is neat. We're having ominous dreams about Bellower. And Eyvind has just summoned a giant rock bridge to carry us across a chasm, and a bunch of people died. And now we're on the other side of that. So let's get back to it. I don't think anything else notable happened after that. Possibly they did. Yay, my memory, she is good. Okay. Screen, work with me here. We good? We good. Okay. Can all of my tech stuff just calm down immediately? So yes, we're here in the ruins of... Oh yes, we got Trigvi, who I think is a Kickstarter exclusive character, and Luden has grown an ill-advised moustache. I think that's about everything that's actually changed of import. 1 second, I've got to do some tooling around with tech, because that is still being weird. Gotta love those. Live tech edits. What? No, not that. Don't do that. Absolutely do not do that. So that went immensely well. There you go. That's what I wanted to do. And just going to switch back to facecam so I can tweak my camera settings. It's just that bit at the top where the screen isn't cooperating. No? Okay. As soon as I've looked at it, we've stopped, so there's that. What is going on there? Wrong button. Has that fixed it? Yes, no? Chroma key, work with me here. I think we're good now. Okay, we're back. This village looks like you had fields. What's wrong? And what is the name of this village? I can't remember. Is this Ormsdal? This is Ormsdal. So we've rested for a few days, which has weirdly raised morale, given that this does not seem like the kind of place where camping would raise your morale. So let's go and investigate the ruins now. Just be like, we've been here for 3 days. You make your way across the broken bones of the former trade town, curious as to what's inside this building, which is still somehow intact. The structure groans as you enter and you hear yourself whispering, "This isn't worth it." After a quick survey of the room, only 2 things stand out. A stone with strange etchings resting on the broken mantel and footprints in the dust near a small door in the wall. A gust of wind blows up from the chasm and the whole building creaks. Well, this is a terrible idea. Ignore the stone. That's a trap. "I know you're there. I'm here to help." The small door creaks open and a child looks at you. "Come here," you say. "This place isn't safe." The child seems to trust you and tiptoes towards you. Others begin filing out, carefully choosing their steps. Each person is carrying a bag of food. As you're leaving the precarious structure, the small child runs back in and grabs the stone off the mantel, handing it to you with a smile. Double win, got everything. Occasionally being nice works. Nine supplies, 23 people, and a Yokuthat. A lot of consonants there. What's that? A glacier. What's that? Stone? Flat stone, humming with power and it's with an interesting diagram. +2 to all stats. Dang. Dang. Ivor, can you do anything here? Ivor stands stoically by Avon's pallet, watching the unconscious Mendes breathing. Oh yeah, Avon's not been awake since the whole bridge thing, because, shockingly, building a floating bridge with your mind took a lot out of him. Took a lot out of him, see? I never want him doing something like that again. Why'd you tell that to the man who can pull lightning from the sky and lift rocks to form bridges? Impressive as his strength may be, you notice how the use of power taxed the mender. He looks older. Where's Juno? I figured she'd be by Avon's side. Just as Ivor shrugs, Oddleaf abruptly enters the room. Good, you're here. It's the Ravens. They're trying to leave and some of our people want to go with them. What? Why? We nearly went over a waterfall in ships and lost a lot of people following some Valkyr across floating rocks. I'm not saying any of that is your fault, but people are scared. If they've made up their minds to go, they'll leave whenever you're not looking. And the Ravens have been hoarding supplies this whole time, and they're trying to take off with them. Juno and Harkon are trying to talk sense to Bolverk, so it's desperate. As you make your way to the door, you turn to look at Ivor. Go. People should see you handle something like this without me around. Ooh, cinematic.
Stand down, or you'll be missing more than your horns. Stand down, you son of a yacht!
He's so vascular. I can't kill him. His fury. Here they are, just as I said. Bolverk, maybe try not to murder the king. Bolverk's lost his mind. Take him down. Yes, I know. Willpower good for morale. Or other way around, morale good for willpower. You don't have to keep telling me. So, we've got Bolverk, we've got Falter, his shield maiden. Ooh, Frenzy attacks twice. First is directed and then a random adjacent target. That's interesting. Killing grants extra turn. And Shield Mastery, strength damage is deducted from armor first, so just nothing but break. Shield maiden and adjacent allies take half damage from attacks. Wow. Well, anyway, let's take some of this armor off Bolverk, because clearly he isn't wearing any. Oh my god, she's back. This will get his attention. Where the hell's she been? What have you done? It worked. Bolverk, hear me. Okay, good. See, I had no actual part to play in this. The clansmen chatter as Judo converses with a dazed Bolverk quietly. Hakon grabs your attention. Get ready for a confusing conversation. He motions to Ursa, one of Prince Ludin's bodyguards, who's wiping her pitch-covered hand with a rag on her way over to you. Good timing, witch. How is it you're still alive? Tsk, Hakon. Me being a witch was our secret. I'd hate to have to poison you. Whoever this woman is, she just completely stunned Tuval within moments of each other. A friend of yours, King Hakon? King? Hakon attempts an enigmatic smile before answering you. Alette, this is Prince Ludin's bodyguard here, sir. I just assumed she died when we lost her. Well met, if there's anything I can do. Ursa holds a finger over her lips to silence you, and then waits. You watch as she departs and finds Prince Ludin among the loitering clansmen. Cool, no explanation, love it. Strange, that one. Stranger than Bolverk being as tough as a damn sunder. Huh. Should have mentioned that he's a berserk. Probably the last of his kind after Einar Toft. Ah, another classic Saga moment. Somebody's always a berserk. And that's why he wears the bear pelt. Berserk, literally from the Old Norse meaning bear shirt, and that's one kind of historical possible interpretation of that. Is they may have worn bear pelts into battle. The Val King laughs at your blank look. Berserks lose themselves in the fight. They're as strong as cold bears and just as wild. Hard to say if they're friend or foe in a fight. King Hakon, do you? Enough with the king formalities. I've been Hakon before your ammo was alive and it works just fine. Sorry, Hakon. Do you mind telling me why two Val leaders just tried to kill each other? I wasn't gonna let him take our supplies without a fight. Caught him trying to take off with supplies he'd tucked away. Couldn't let it happen. A cool anger glistens in Hakon's eyes when he looks at Bolverk. I'd like to know if something like this is going on. I don't call council meetings. I saw something happening and I stepped in to stop it. The Val stares at you, visibly irritated. He's a Val, so this is my call. We'll give him something, but not much. Chapter 9. Cast the hone into the air. Oh, and we move away. Somewhere. Or we just circle back. Okay, that was weird. Ah, but now we have Bolverk. You glare at the clansmen and Val settled among the ruins of Ormstad and feel the rumbling growl in your chest. Everyone will be ready to leave as soon as you start walking north. Wow, she's gone Welsh now. I won't fall for that stupid fire trick again. Volker ignores your comment. The new members from the other caravan will probably need a beating or two. Think it was stupid of me to challenge Hakon. Not really my place to say. Since when has that stopped you? The Shield Maiden grins. That's not that facial expression. We could have at least waited to hear their plans first, then decided. Their plans almost took us over a farm waterfall. That waterfall surprised us all. Of course, it'll be nice to be on our own again. We make it to Bindal, get a job, and things get back to normal. We always survive. And what about all those dredge? If they make it across that chasm, it'll be war. War's always been good for business. Ah, you're one of that type. Folka smirks, but her face hardens as Juno approaches. Bolverk, could I have a word with you? Haven't you said enough? I'll hear her out. Well, I won't. I'll finish the packing. The two of you watch Folka stomp off, but not too far. She's protective of you. Get on with it. I know you ravens need work. Without work and coin, that banner of yours is worthless. You step towards her, towering above the tall Valka, though she stands resolute. In Bursgard, we made an arrangement for you to protect this large cart until we were away from the dredge. Now across that damn chasm! The job is done. Agreed, but the cart you've been hauling has become too troublesome. It needs to be sunk in the deepest waters. What's in the cart and why is it a terrible idea? You grunt in disgust. Valka's secrets. You would turn down the Mender Council's coin? What's in the cart? If you needed to know, I would have told you. Suffice it to say you have a Valka's oath for a great deal of coin once you've sunk that cart. The Blue River northwest of Bindal is my suggestion. And if I just leave it in the woods somewhere? I will know, as will the other Valka. Besides, the Ravens always finish their jobs. Their reputation means everything to you. You growl, but she's right. Fine. Raven's oath. It'll be done. Juno nods and walks away. Folka watches her leave and returns to your side. Now what? Now we have a job. Ooh, now we are under a black banner. A scout points into the distance with a smile on his face. Walking that direction, you begin to hear the strangest bickering between two Varl. No, you've done it, Yut, says one Varl with a large shield and spear. Kept on till others heard and came nosing about. The other Varl glances your way, nods politely, and walks towards you while shouldering his axe. Don't mind my brother Nokka, he's a warrior. Nokka steps closer and shoves the other Varl with his shield. Yut Varl don't have brothers, and it's a warrior. Folka looks at you with amusement and confusion. None of the other ravens seem to know how to react either. You two addled. Not the nicest way to say hello, Nokka says, extending his hand in greeting. And if we were addled, Yut adds, stepping forward and swatting Nokka's hand, would we even know it? Nokka says, well, you wouldn't judge, but I'd know. The spectacle continues, and most of the ravens are now laughing at the absurdity. This worries me. But I only have two options here, which is be a dick or murder. I think the fact that these are our options tells you a lot about Bolverk. I don't know what you're after, but we're not sharing food. Yut shakes his head. We're not after food, are we, Nokka? Nokka says, no, no. Well, yes and no. Yut agrees. Yes and no. That's right. Would fight with you. Nokka interrupts. For you, he means. Yut looks annoyed. Nokka would fight for food, but would fight with this lot. You can join if you'll shut up. This has never ended badly before. Thank you, Nokka says, but Yut slaps a hand over his brother's mouth. Several mercenaries snort, trying to hold back laughing. The two Vals smile like fools and fall in line. Oh god, I'm doomed now, aren't I? This was a trap. I should learn by now, never let anyone tag along. A group of new recruits from Bursgard and the previous caravan are loosely gathered behind Mogan. a skilled thrasher with a scar across his face.
Felt like a good time to introduce myself. Mogan.
I can't remember what his voice sounded like.
Thought you were with the Let's clan. Bah. She's even worse than her father about trying to save everyone.
I mean, it's true.
She didn't appreciate this chaotic gift of no gods, no rules, and plenty of chances for fighting. There's a few rules to being a raven. Most important is following my orders. Of course, yeah, but what about this giant cart that Falkaz is lugging around?
Something in his tone signals a primal warning inside you.
That has nothing to do with you. Well, the way we see it,
He motions to the fighters around him.
she's no longer around. Let's break it open and look at our riches. We're mercenaries, you idiots. Paid to run jobs, not steal from who hired us.
Is any of this making sense to you? He ignores her. He's only interested in what you have to say.
The cart stays closed. Look around, Bolverk. The world is ending. Oaths don't mean a damn thing anymore.
The man's words are fading behind the growl in your chest. Oh god, this is going to end badly.
That was your only warning. I was hoping you'd say that.
Cool, let's do a murder. Oh, we have new people. Who the hell is Spard? A rank 3 wanderer. Spard has seen more of the world than most and has more opinions on it than others. He's been with the Ravens longer than any other human, which is a testament to both his physical and emotional resolve. And again, some think he's just too old and stubborn to die. Nothing wrong with that. Ability, insult. Character delivers an insult so cutting and personal that the target is literally stunned for a moment and has to pause to collect himself. Insulted enemies move to the last place of the enemy initiative queue. Okay, interesting. Take care in picking the right target to delay from acting. Keep in mind that any persistent effects started by the targets will remain until the target's next turn, and even the most powerful enemy will become as harmless as a mouse. Interesting, I'll not be able to use that well. And Scald's Song, same as Aelio does. If he's next to somebody who gets a kill, everybody gets willpower. Neat. And we've got... And let's read everyone's things, we may as well. Bolverk, practical and prone to violence. Bolverk leads the mercenaries known as the Ravens with absolute authority. His rage is a weapon, his oath is unshakable. Ability, Cull the Weak. Becomes a wild animal on the battlefield, hunting down the weakest of his opponents and driving himself to greater renown with an additional turn for every kill. Yep. So, if it kills someone, he gets an extra turn. But, at lower ranks, it does less damage. Okay. Volker. Volker's size, mind for strategy, and gore will make her the unofficial second in command of the Ravens. As the only person alive who'll challenge Bolverk's orders, the other mercenaries give her a wide berth, whether she wants them to or not. Abilities are Champion. So, her and adjacent ally... Oh, right, no, sorry. She stands next to someone, guards them, they only take half damage, but she takes half of the damage. That makes sense. And Shield Mastery, yes, she doesn't take any strength damage until she's taken all of her armor damage, which is pretty neat. And we've got Krumer again, we've got Sigbjorn, we've got Bercy. Cool. Put the Warhawks up next, then Krumer, then Spar. No, Spar, then Krumer. Let's go. And let's murder somebody who we brought along with us.
Any raven gets knocked down by this lot, no answer to me.
Oh, he attacks twice. Sure would have been nice if anything had ever told me that. See, this is the problem with putting yourself right next to a Varl with a huge sword, is you get hit with a huge sword. Oh, I thought that was another fighter, but no, that is outside the range of combat. So you just loiter there, I guess. Stop hitting Falca, it's rude. Instant death. Okay, so first attack does full damage, second attack seems to operate on -2. You're all getting deaded. Bercy will accomplish nothing. It'll be great. Spar, if you would. We proved dominance. I think that's achievements. Yeah. No ravens were felled. And we got that room we found, or was given to us, I can't remember. And yeah, back in the first game. Taking it off Mogan's corpse. And it's a good thing I forgot how his voice sounded, because we'll never have to hear it again. 19 renown, that's so many renown. Falca grabs Mogan by the hair and pulls him up to stand in front of you. He's beaten but not broken, something you can respect. Bad for business if we let people think they can get away with challenging you, the Shield Maiden says. You thumb the edge of one axe while staring down at the man. Now, we run into another one of those banner Saga choices, TM. Do we want to do a murder, or do something decent that will probably come back to haunt us? I think we know I'll always pick B.
Let him live. Barely.
The blunt end of Falca's spear takes out Mogan's legs and he falls to the ground. Several ravens deliver kicks to his ribs and arms, teaching him the consequences of disobeying orders. When they're finished, it's clear he won't be worth much for days. This is going to come back to haunt me.
Some of the heroes are injured and need to rest in camp.
Yeah, is that the one you just injured? I'm pretty sure that's just the one you just injured. Where even is my hero's tent? What's that? Yes, we need to rest in camp because the guy we just beat the shit out of is still injured. Who knew? And I now have 2 of this item. That's odd. Oh, it's because it's still equipped to him, but also it told us we got it. That's strange. What does it do? Chance to dodge strength attacks. Spy, you can have that. Okay, there are 2 copies, but they're both the same thing. Excellent. Love that. People should get levels. Spar, have a level. You need more break. Krum, have a level. You need more than 4 willpower. That's not very many at all. Oh, do we have any more training puzzles now we're in a new chapter?
If for another pissing match,
Holvey, your quartermaster asks.
Are you begging me to show you how to really carve up some foes? What can you show me?
Lots of neat little deadly tricks, Aldi says, walking into the large tent. Try to keep up. You're a berserk and we're all impressed, Aldi says before spitting. But if you lose it out there in a fight and start killing your own, well, then you're just a pain in the ass. Does it stop with you and the Shield Maiden? You consider what he's saying. Feel up to the challenge? Sure. And start swinging. Do these training puzzles presumably unlock something, but really just get a bunch of free renown. Use Bulwark. Oh yeah, we did know he attacks twice, because that's literally his passive, is Frenzy. Frenzy gives you 2 attack for 1. Make sure your first attack kills an enemy, and another adjacent enemy can be killed with a single shot as well. And it's specifically at lower strength, so... And use Champion to protect an ally from attack. You can do those things. Champion. I didn't see what that. Oh, it's just saying one ally is protected by Falcon's champion. Okay. Still can't quite kill anyone with the first shot, which is annoying. Yes, I know I must drop my first target with a single hit. That was the plan. Let's just keep her running champion. Let's try and weaken some of these enemies down. So Bulwark can kill that one with 1 hit. Can't kill this one with 1 hit yet, though. That's more like it. Okay, now Bulwark just needs to get another turn. And also, it would be good if we could kill that guy, because he's in the way. Or just take out his armor. Okay, there's 2 here that he can kill with 1 shot. Let's roll the dice and see if he does. Boo. That was a very strange reaction noise there, Falter. Also, I keep wanting to say Falkirk, which is a different thing entirely. That is, as we say, a place. And now Bulwark's on such low strength that he can't kill these in a single shot, and that's annoying. Okay, Falker's lost her shield, so she presumably can't champion anymore. Oh no, she still can, she'll just be body tanking it. Which she will do. Come on. Now, if I use willpower, will it boost both attacks? I really hope so, otherwise this won't work. Dang it! I may not manage this time. Again, can kill one of these and don't really want to just kill one of them. Ugh, this isn't going great, and there's basically nowhere I can stand where I won't get a hit in on that Varl. So, well, is Frenzy always on a second enemy? Can it be the same one? Bolverk's on 3 strength, that's not great. Wow. Get murked, I guess. And death. Let's try that again. Really hope it doesn't give us injuries. We completed one of our objectives, though. Does that get us anything? Okay, got some renown for completing an achievement. I'll take it. Let's try that again. I know we're not advancing the story any, but, you know, it's probably best for me to actually learn. Oh, that's the end training button. I just click on Halvi. Okay. Okay, so Frenzy can hit the one you targeted originally. That is extremely good to know. Also, Bolverk, you appear to have walked out of range. That's not ideal. So, does Champion actually have to block something? No, just using Champion counts for the objective. Neat. What? What? Oh, that was bounce back, like bring the pain damage that was then getting transmitted through her champion effect. Okay, neat. Okay, so this will kill her. If he also hits that Varl, that'll do it. Why do you never hit the right one? God damn. Tank up. Oh yeah, that bounce back damage just keeps on happening. Luckily it doesn't seem to be doing an especially large amount of damage, so it's fine. Oh yeah, he can hit allies. I forgot about that part. We can stop the archers being annoying. Yes, I know. Stop telling me that Bolverk has to kill someone in one hit. I know, that's literally the point. And, oh, we're on strength 1 now. Fine, let's take 3, I guess. No renown, which frankly is more than we deserve. No, I don't just want to spar. Wait, no, that was the wrong button. Abort, abort, abort. No, no, abort. I don't. Fine. Let's go into the training so we can come out of the training because we clicked the wrong button and you didn't give me an undo. Yes, thank you. I know how training works. End the battle. This. Take 3. And see me in the morning. That archer. Okay, now get in range of both of these. But break this one's armor. And then accidentally kill him. Don't actually stand next to Bolverk, we've seen that go badly. And again, you're down to 5 strength, which is no help to anyone. Am I just really bad at this game, y'all? Like, is that the issue here? No, not that. Am I just ignoring the state of the current meta? Okay, now he's strength 2, so again, I'm not going to be able to kill anyone. Start again. Because really what I want to do is put him later in initiative order, but I do not have that option. Take 4. Unless we're counting the one where I clicked the wrong thing as take 3, and we just had the mistake very early on. Okay, stand there so you focus your efforts on this Varg. Do break, and then strength. That's good. See? Good start. Stand there, champion up. Although I've just realised that that was stupid. Because we want to make sure he's only standing next to 2 people, although I guess he could just move to the side. And then if Spar takes some armor off this one, by which I mean, like, all her armor. This should work, this should work, this should work. I move to there. Attack. Yeah, that. I don't know what he just shouted in Norse, but I'm gonna go with it. 14 renown, that's a bunch. Numbers are bigger in this edition, who would have thought? In fact, I'm gonna level some people with that. Who needs it most? Falker, you can have it, because that'll take you to rank 3, so it'll give you +4 armor when you protect. That's nice. And you really need more break. Not break, exertion. Bersi. Hit more targets with your Tempest. One health. Now we're up to the 5s. Bolverk. Choose a second ability. What? What? Bear Rage. The bear. Berserker whipped himself into a fury, terrifying nearby enemies and sending them fleeing in disarray. Affected enemies are so shaken they suffer a penalty to their defense for one turn. He also counterattacks any blows from enemies who strike at him. Solid. Oh, that is our only option. Well, I guess it's Bear Rage then. You need 30. Oh, I thought I had enough renown. I apparently don't. Okay, as you were. Was there any more training? Okay, come back with somebody new. Maybe another time then. And fine, we'll rest until Mogan recovers from... Oh, wait a minute, we only have 3 days of supplies. We're moving. If Mogan wanted to not be injured, maybe he shouldn't have made us injure him. A commotion draws your attention into the nearby woods. You just... Wow, what is wrong with me and words today? You're surprised to see a small group of dredge, some which you've never seen before, engaging one of the new recruits from Bursgard. How'd these foreign slags get here? You ask, though no one has an answer. The tattooed fighter is noticeably drunk. He lobs... That's very loud. Lobs 2 black axes in quick succession at an approaching scourge. The axes find their mark, shattering stone armor. Let's help this man, because if we continue to watch, he'll probably die. You draw your axes and rush in, surprising all the combatants. Plus, he's got unique thumbnail art, so he could be for on our team. I don't know. Yeah. Ollie, rank 3 axe thrower. Between food and mead, he chooses mead. Though flashy with his throwing axes, he's usually rather quiet, saying, I keep myself to myself. Item ability, Axe Storm. Character lobs an axe at his target up to 4 tiles away, dealing normal strength damage. If it hits, the character continues to throw until it misses or they are dead. The first throw has a set chance to miss, and each successive one drops it below 10, drops it by 10%, but can't go below 20. Okay, that's interesting. And he's got a shield wall. Neat. Let's go! Ready for battle! I love that when you're playing as the Ravens, you get them singing, going into each battle. Oh yeah, so these guys are new. Slab Hurler. Runs away from the attacker when attacked, and other hurlers retaliate immediately, Jesus. And Concuss knocks the target back up to 5 tiles, and gives them a 20% chance to miss next turn. Well, I hate both of those, so let's kill them. But first of all, let's take some of the armor away from this Scourge. Frankly, that's too much. Careful, one of those slingers is getting ready to hurl a slab of rock. Well, then you better go on protection mode. bonus armor and absorb it from other people. Also, let's kill the Scourge, because Scourges are annoying. Or, let's mostly kill it. Because mostly dead Dredge is the best kind of Dredge. Because actually dead Dredge are replaced by more Dredge. Like, in the initiative order, there won't actually be more of them. Casual 7 break. Oh, you're fully armoured? Okay, well how about 7 strength damage anyway? Well, now it's all the way dead. And Spar does a little... speaks a verse about the dramatic kill that was just made. Now, Axe Storm just does strength damage, right? So all of these currently have too much armor for that to be a thing anyway. Again, mostly dead. The best count. Tell you what, let's insult that slinger. God, I'd love to know what that actually said. And now, Krumer, if you can just do a murder. Big hammer! And then sure, Supion if you want a Tempest and take them both out. And just look super flashy. Wow, the bots are out today. Go away, bots. Bots are out and should be back in. Skulls to bots, indeed. You see what Sigbjorn just did with that big sword? That's me and bots. Have fun, make hubris. Thank you, I shall. Do both of those things. Have meeting, I guess. Nice. Oh, even his basic attack's ranged. That's exciting. I mean, I suppose it makes sense. He's an axe thrower. That's literally his thing. Bolverk down, Bolverk's down. That's not great. Well, the one who killed Bolverk is now mostly dead, so... all these Dredge are mostly dead, and thus not nearly as threatening, so let's just start killing them. Spar doesn't get to speak a verse about his own kills, which is a shame. Oh, he had splash damage, I forgot about that. As they say. 8 renown, but more importantly, a new person. Recovering his axes, the mercenary gives you a lazy grin. That was... well, I appreciate the help. Need a drink? Where'd you learn to throw like that? Taught myself. Too many close calls, face to face. Seems to soften people up a bit when I do it right. And do it right. Name's Ollie if you are interested. Grew up in Bears. You walk off. Give Falker a quick look, letting her know you're impressed by Ollie's throwing. I'm just getting Tsundere vibes off Bolverk there. impressed with your axe throwing, but it's not like I like you or anything. Ravens in the air as ravens approach, Ollie says with a slur. Is that a good sign? The small village ahead looks well fortified, with a few bodies outside the fences being picked clean by the birds. The caravan moves closer but stays out of arrow range. Whoever is in there wants to be left alone, Volker says. That could be our best chance for supplies around here. Let's not attack them, Bolverg, just go and ask. You grab the Raven Barra. Barra? It's literally the longest word in the title. Come on. Banner. You grab the Raven Banner and advance on the town, dodging a warning arrow.
We need supplies, you shout. You know who we are, who I am.
A few moments pass before several more arrows zip past you, one grazing your shoulder near an old scar. Well, we're playing as Bolverk now. The ravens pick up the song, crooning harmonies which unsettle the villagers as you all rush the barricades in a solid wall of shields and fury. They shot first. And look, this is me doing the dick move, and maybe this'll be what kills me for once. And it's just like, it's always impossible to tell. Bolverk, you should take a rest. Ooh, there are barricades. And I like that the Raven song is canon, that this is their whole thing. As they go into battle, they sing to creep people out. I love that Kruger can just knock down the fences just instantly, because he's a Varl. What are you going to do? He's got a big hammer. And Oli doesn't even need to care. He just, tell you what, Axe Storm. Well, that worked. All these people who don't even need to bother about the barricades are just... I find this very funny. Spar is just an old man with a knife and does have to. But can still just take one down in one hit. Needs a little bit of effort to do so, but you know. Stop shooting Bessie. Okay, if you can just tempest down these fences, that'd be great. Not sure what happened there. I think I got them down to 1 health and then the splash killed them both at the same time. And if you could do the same... 3 targets is that one. Just barricades can get absolutely wrecked. Crewman needs to clear himself some more space. This whole hide behind the barricades and arrow me to death ploy seems to have worked really not at all. Oh, and a crit. Nice. Didn't know it even had crit chance. And you're dead. Achievement for killing people with a shield maiden. I like that each class now has achievements for killing people with them. It might have been the first game I just earned them like 8 years ago. Sorry, you're gonna actually hurt Spar? Fine, I guess I'll just have to break armor instead. Okay, we definitely need to rest after this fight. Yeah, that did mostly just take down fences, but we killed one of them. And then this enormous drunk Varl with a sword bigger than you are came from behind without you noticing. And then we did several more murders. enemies with Shield Maiden. Ollie is promoted. Spar is injured, or as we call it, I don't know, head wound promoted. I thought I had an out there and I didn't. You kick down the last of the barricades to find a dozen or so remaining villagers huddled together. Some have bows, but no arrows. The others have thrown their blades to the ground. The man steps forward. "I'm Friedrich, the oldest of us," he says. "We've been fighting off all types from Ormsdal for 2 weeks now, just trying to protect what's ours." He looks back to his people and says, "You won't find us begging for our lives." Volker pulls you aside and says, "They know how to fight, so we'd be stronger if they joined us." You pull at your beard.
"Or I can make them gather food for us,"
you say. God, do we want to conscript people? I feel like we've got enough fighters, given that currently we have no clansmen who are foraging. Sure, we'll take them.
"They're coming with us, without your blades and bows."
"And what? Be a farm slaves?" Friedrich turns to his people. "Is that how we'll be remembered?" They all shout, "Never!" and attempt to grab their blades. You and the ravens cut them all down with practiced ease. Okay, well, we tried. "I should have known that wasn't really an option," Volker says, and walks off to look around. Well, we got some supplies, I guess. Spar, an old wanderer who joined the Ravens over half a century ago, points at the tents on the edge of the village. "Looks like the merchants are still here. Maybe they were being forced to stick around." Don't know why he sounds like this, but he does now. It's canon. Oh, there's a market now. Hurrah. Well, let's level some people. And see if we have any money left. Oh yes, what's promote Ollie, what's this item he's got? 10% dodge, 10% crit, 10% divert armor damage. Nice. Oh, we can level him again. Can we? No? Oh, I didn't actually spend his skill points, that's what it was telling me. No, not cancel, the other thing. Bear rage, said in the voice of Brad Pitt. You can definitely have more break, because 4 break is a lot. God, and he's even earned a level beyond that. Get the feeling he is just going to be scoring so many kills that he just rockets up the levels. What does the market have to sell? We've got supplies. 1 renown gets you 1. Well, sod that. Oh, but that's for level 8. I have no one who's level 8. I have Atrebiasi. +2 to willpower, talents, +2 strength. Oh yes, talents are a different thing from stats, aren't they? Okay. In that case, that one that was +2 to all talents, not as overpowered as I thought. Talents are the things you get after you've maxed out stats. Yes, I remember now. I was prepared and good at video games. But anyway, +2 to willpower, talents, and 2 strength and 3 willpower. That's solid. Should I get that for Bolvac? I don't think he has anything at the minute. Oh, I can't afford it. Never mind. Does he have anything at the minute? No. But anyway, let's actually rest so people can recover. There you go. That was like all the food we got. Wait a minute, 1 renown gets you 1 supplies, but also we're only consuming 2 a day, so I should actually... Oh, I lost the chance to mark it when we moved on. Welp. Hey Holvey, do you have any new things for now that I've got an axe thrower? No? Okay. Somebody else knew. Tracks up ahead. A scout reports. Follow my ways. Small camp, a few blades, meat and meat, maybe more. Should we just steal their stuff? No, leave them. Surprise registers on everyone's face. So bears do know how to joke, Volker says. A few of the men chuckle and she whispers, "Tell them you're joking. Tell me you're joking." Ah, yes. Clearly this is just what the ravens do. Idiots, of course I was joking. Sorry, randos, but I had to keep the trust of my men. The tension among the ravens evaporates quickly, and Volker chooses fighters for the job. A dozen ravers set out with glow sticks and big hats. A mix of veterans and new recruits. They rejoin a couple of hours later with supplies. You'd hear one of the fighters muttering, "Takes the fun out of things when they give up their goods so easily. We're just pirates. We're just pirates."
Wouldn't mind seeing irons fly. If only once more.
Was it what now? Oh, is that another one of the gods? I'm guessing this is another god's turn. Remember the last time we saw this foul, blood axe?
Shut up.
Wow, told. Yep, that's a god's turn. Oh, you have to click on them to look at them now, I forgot. Think the ghost of this dead bird has forgiven you for that wing yet? Spar asks. The other ravens, including Volker, look from the broken stone to you in shock. Aye, the old man says. We were here nearly 40 years ago. Same spot as now. Only a dozen of us left of the unkindness then. Better men by twice than all of you. There's rumbling, but the ravens keep listening. Also, yes, it's an unkindness of ravens. That is the correct collective noun. Inasmuch as one can call a collective noun correct, given that they're all made up, but you know. We'd run a job for a man... Fauner, more like, he says, spitting at the memory. He set us up to take the fall for some of his other deals gone bad. We got surrounded here and this bear of a Varl loses his mind. Grabs a tree, old tree, and starts swinging. Spar starts coughing but recovers. Nearly killed us all, but Odd Earrings took a hit like no other and there you have it. The excited ravens start asking you questions, but Spar is all too happy to answer. Let's inspect the damage ourselves. Others leave you alone as you near the giant stone, placing a hand on the broken wing.
It was an accident. You know that.
Shame and rage enter you in equal parts, along with memories of Earrings in flight.
You're the one who died, leaving nothing but this rock,
you say, stomping the ground. A layer of ice shatters underfoot along with a wooden box, probably left as some token of faith to a dead god.
Leaving anything behind for the dead is waste,
you say, immediately prying open the box and pocketing the small item within. See, that's raven behaviour, is stealing from the dead. And that's fine. You know your brand. We've got a pipe plant. And there's the achievement for getting to earrings. Earrings, I think they said. Anyway, I'm saying earrings. Because I want to. Morality climbed. Cold creeps under cloaks and forces the ravens to huddle together as wind whips around you. Snow begins to blot out the Wormscale Mountains in the distance, and you're forced to call for an early camp. Rising from your sleep, you begin pacing, occasionally drumming your fingers on the top of the large cart. A motion in camp draws your attention. Walking towards it, you hear groans and see Folker's shield rising and falling erratically among some furs. Leave him alone.
Humans.
You snort, but the shield flips away, revealing a dredge grunt staring up at you. Stepping back, you bump into another dredge. Looking around, the entire Raven camp is a swarm of stone-armored bodies desperately reaching for you. Dream? When your axes lash out through nothing, you realise you were dreaming. An unexpected sadness swells in you, like you've let everyone down. A few of your ravens are watching you, smirking, but your growl makes them look away. You decide to walk the perimeter alone while everyone else slowly awakens.
I'm sorry, but if I saw a giant sleepwalking and swinging some axes around, I wouldn't just kind of stand there and laugh at him. I'd be elsewhere.
Okay, same as ever. What does our new item do? The pipe plant that we got from the grave of the dead bird god. Oh, it's level 6. You can't help but feel calmed by the sprouting life in the bowl of this broken pipe. Okay, yeah, that's a pipe plant. I thought it was like a plant as one would smoke in a pipe, but no, that's just a plant in a pipe. 3 willpower and 1 armor every time they rest, plus 1 willpower passive. That's especially for Bolverk, who I don't think plans to ever rest when he could murder. But sure, that 1 willpower could come in handy. Anyway, anybody else want levels? I have 18 renown. Oh, Sigbjorn doesn't have levels, he just has points to spend. Okay. Points spent. What about Bercy? Bercy can level. And he can have a second ability. So, Forge Ahead, which is Krumer's one, so he can give other people orders, or Sundering Impact, extra splash damage that I always do really badly with. Sure. Have strength. And we go. Yeah, wow, this side of the mountain doesn't seem so great. Around to hear you yelling. A harsh voice reaches your ears, followed by the laughter of several others. Your abrupt halt alerts Volker, who immediately signals the ravens to fan out and draw their weapons. Sure, let's get involved. That seems to be what we do. Over the next rise, a group of 10 haggard fighters and a few Varl surround half a dozen peasants and a broken wagon. A woman spots you and shouts, "Help us!" But a punch to the stomach drops her to the snow. The fighters turn, ready to fight. Well, they want to fight, we'll give it to them. The man's confidence melts away, and he and all his fighters flee from your assault. You give chase for a time, but soon return to the wagon and peasants. "Thank you," the woman who was punched earlier says. "I'm Sepha. I know you don't want us around, but if you're heading toward Bindar, we'll follow your path."
Fine, but your food is ours. Payment for saving you,
you say. The woman nods her understanding, but to your surprise the wagon's nearly empty. "We'll keep our distance," Sepha says, "but we'll be behind you." You grunt and walk off. Is that a new hero? That feels like it might be a new hero. A couple of
Why can I not read words? That is like all I do. That's my thing. And yet...
A couple of Raven scouts take off to check out the cluster of tents ahead. "Refugees from Romsdal," one of them says upon returning. "Got a sizable camp and seem disciplined. They know we're here." Scout adds, "No sense trying to avoid them." Well, okay then. You take the lead and approach the refugees. A hooded man with a red spear greets you. Have we seen him? He looks familiar.
My name's Back, and this is Loven. Your Bolverk of the Ravens, and is this your wife? You're confused as much by his question as by the fact that no one's with the man. All don't have wives. The man gets a distant look in his eye. That's too bad. A wife can make you twice the man you were on your own. Well, he's never been a man. A bear at times, but mostly he's Val. And I'm Folka. Nice to meet you, Folka. I'll get to my point. I'm leading this large group of trained fighters and tradesmen from Ormsdale. We're looking for a new home. We've done what it takes to survive out here, but they're starting to lose faith in me. You want us to reinforce your control? No. I want you to take over. Lead us someplace we can live. Loven and I weren't meant for keeping others alive. What do I get in return? For one, we won't kill you. Back smiles, but there is no humour in his eyes. We'll share the food we've collected and fight alongside you should there be a need. He stops and confers with his spear. Spoiling you, Loveness. We'll even spread the word of how great the Ravens are. We'll take you as far as Bendal. Back kisses the metal of his spear and smiles. You have my thanks. Oh, Loven thanks you as well. Great. Oh, there were actually a large group of trained fighters and tradesmen. I just thought he was imagining them as well. The unyielding snowfall is proving too much for the humans, who now vainly attempt to follow your large footprints. In truth, the sky and your surroundings lack enough contrast to know where you're going. It's cold. Trees over here, Folka manages to say, motioning with her spear. The foliage blocks some of the wind, but does nothing for visibility. No other options, you burrow into the snow, cloaked in your bear fur. Well, have fun freezing to death people who aren't wearing a bear fur.
Darkness.
Possible cinematics in this game.
Someone pulling in the energy. Painful.
Vivek, wake up, you damn bear, you're being robbed. You roar and shake off the foot of snow covering you, the unclear dream still vivid in your mind. Back uses his spear, laughing to point east. Those clansmen you saved, they killed your guards and they're taking everything. Wait, which clansman? His clansman? Were there other clansmen we saved? Oh, Sepha's lot. Oh, she's going down. Folka is by your side in seconds, followed by the spearman. You sprint along the snowy path of the stolen supplies, straight into an ambush by the bandits originally harassing the clansmen. Sepha turns and smirks. Okay, yeah, in retrospect, this was obviously a trap. But she's still going down. Stealing from the Ravens. You must have a death wish. What's the little icon there? Oh, do they have a movement penalty going? Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, snowblind. Flurry of snow reduces movement and range by 1. Not ideal. But it's fine. Oh wait, that's back. Or somebody. Somebody with a spear. I think it's back. Wait, I think we have 2 spearmen? Okay, that's just a generic spearman. Got it. Supply barrels are destructible, so let's destruct them. Folka, murder time.
Earn a level. Oh no, my random nameless archer. So, back. Does he have abilities? Kills grant self and adjacent allies willpower and plus 20% to crit. Adjacent allies also add a percentage. That's his ability. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. But you don't need a crit to just do a murder there. And you, random nameless spearman, do some break, I guess. It's fine, I don't care if you get injured, because I'll never see you again. And you, random nameless raider, same deal. Ah yes, our favourite characters, Spearman, Raider and Archer. Although when I say it like that, it sounded like Spearmint. Spearmint. Wasn't sure where I was going with that bit, and then I just didn't. Anyway, do a murder. So much break. Oh, that's what it means by adjacent allies add percentage. It gets extra crit chance depending on other adjacent allies. I mean, there's what Falcon's adjacent to the target as well, so nope. Pro tip, you're gonna regret that. Ah, that's Saga. Ooh, as I promised, going down. Oh no, she's laying arrow traps and I can't see them. I'm not used to this. Probably should have kept her on one rather than killing her, but hey. Oh no, Archer! We knew you so well and now you are dead. Anyway, you know that thing we said about Saga going down? Well, there goes all her armor. Oh wait, that says 4. Sure would be good if I knew how to read. Back. There you go. As your initiation into the Ravens, you can kill this woman who has betrayed us. Spearman doesn't even have an ability, I mean honestly. Yep, bulwark's down. Not great. But so is this guy. We enter pillage. Oh no, Raider! My old friend! Points for 3 kills. Achievement for 3 kills with a Slaughterer, which appears to be Back's class, which is either neat or really prosaic, I suppose. Are we talking the Slaughterer of Men, or... Well, I mean, his ability is Pig Sticker, now I think of it. Is he just a pig farmer? Is that just his deal? Man is not metaphorically a butcher, just literally a butcher. Yeah, we got his supplies back. And all we had to do was murder. Sepha's wounds are great, and she whimpers in the snow. You nod to Folker, who dispatches the bandaged archer with haste.
This is what helping folks gets you, you roar. Grab all these supplies and bring them back to camp,
you tell the ravens after hoisting a barrel on each shoulder just for the flex. But hey, we got a bunch of renown off it. Yes, I know morale is good, and we are about to rest anyway, because we have some injuries to heal. Let's look at backsteel. A hog farmer, there we go. Neolib feminism, wow. Slaughter of men. How about slaughter of people? Hashtag equality. Yep. A hog farmer who lost his mind when he lost his wife. He's since regained his ability to live among others, though he talks to his pig sticker spear like a loved one. Well, that's fair enough, you know. We've all got our coping mechanisms. Yeah, so it's extra critical chance for allies adjacent to the target. Important clarification there. Anyway, we have so much renown with people like levels. Back, who just joined us, have a level. Have some break and exertion, as is the way. According to the ancient traditions. Folker, you should have a level and a second ability. And it's got to be shield smashed. Smashes her shield against a single adjacent target. The target and all adjacent units take break damage from the force of the attack, but she loses her thing where she only takes armor damage. Interesting. And it's break plus 1, 2, or 3, depending on rank. Oh wait, it starts off at only 1. Yes, of course. Why else? Why wouldn't it? Speaking of break, let's have some of that. And some armor, because you relied on it so much. And I do not have... How much would it be to promote him to rank 7? 15. Okay. Not that much, to be honest. I now have 2 people. Holvey, do you have anything to say? There we go. Let's... What did he sound like? Let's see if you know what to do with that ugly drunk and the old man, Holvey says. Ollie, Spar, get in here or I'll have you cleaning your own blood off me axe. Consider what he's saying. Yes, let's do the thing. Challenge level time, and then we'll break after this. So we have Folker, Ollie, and Spar. Our things are... Prevent Bolverk from taking a turn, insult Bolverk, 3 hits with Axe Storm. Okay. Well, that last one is literally luck. Hey, Bolverk! How would you like to never do anything ever? Should start off by taking his armor down, so that Axe Storm is able to hit him. But not so much that it kills him. So I shouldn't have actually done that. But hey. That's fine. No, but seriously, Bolverk, how does it feel to be the kind of person who will never get to do anything? Seriously, I would love to know what the insults in this are. And then... Axe Storm. 80%. Let's roll the dice. Dang it. Well, here's one way to stop Bolverk ever taking a turn. No, not insult, I don't want to do that. Just attack him, break armor. And do that. Axstorm the Archer. The second axe was deflected. Yes, thanks, Holvey. I noticed. Okay, you just stay there and guard. Again, Axstorm. 80%, 70%, 60%. Dang it! Not a fan of the luck-based mission, must be said. Not enough willpower, fine, have one. Fine, 70%, 60%, 50%. Yeah! There you go, clearly that's what we needed, were worse odds. Pro tip, if your odds are bad, just make them worse. We got a pipe plant. Because Bolverk dropped it, but Bolverk will still have it, so it'll probably get duplicated again. And 21 renown, that's a lot! Yep, it has indeed got duplicated. That's a annoying bug we've encountered. Anyway, I now have a ton of renown, so would you like that level? Oh my god, he can qualify for another level, which will cost 17. Told you, Bolverk is just very good at killing things, so he will just shoot up the levels on his own. We don't need to rest anymore. Olvi, do you have anything else for me? No. Okay. Let's look at the map, just for reference. Where we see that we are here, a little way along the road into Bindal. What is Bindal? Once named Blindradal, this mining city is tucked into a valley at the foot of the Wimscale Mountains. Much like the rock here, the name seems to have eroded into something smoother. It serves as an important pass between the human cities of the east and west when it isn't shut down by blinding snowstorms. Fun! Why are we going here? Wait, it's on the way to the river, I know. Is this the river in question? No, they didn't say the Red River, they said the Blue River. That's where we're going. By no means the longest river on the continent, the Blue River forms in the God's Reach Hills and soon becomes as deep as the ocean at its mouth. Some say its depth makes it part of the vast itself, but those who brave dives between the rocky crevices swear to glittering treasure along its bottom. Okay, the but makes it sound like those two things should be connected. They don't seem to be connected. Some people say it's an inlet of the sea, but on the other hand, some people say there's treasure. Por qué no las das? Anyway, I've brought us to the map because it is time for a break. Yeah, I'm going to take 5-10 minutes, get some more water, stretch my legs, yeah, try out these new slippers I'm wearing, because they're very nice, and run some ads, and I would recommend that you'll do some of those self-care things also. So, you know, drink something, eat something, take your meds if you need to, get up, move around, you know, take care of yourself. She says, a massive hypocrite. Anyway, yes, before I read myself any further, I'm going to be back in 5 or 10 minutes. Love you all. See you in a few. Well, that button didn't work at all. Stream Deck? Why Stream Deck? Why'd you do me like this? I just did a sign-off and everything, and now you're just gonna... Okay, actually gonna try and sign off now? Does the button work? The button says it's working. It's not working. I'm still here. Ah, more tech. Why did we ever come down from the trees? It's bizarre. The button says it's working. The Stream Deck profile says all the right actions. Gonna try it one more time. Nope. Apparently not. Okay. Okay. Let's see if the old solution has worked. Nope. What the hell? Okay, tech gremlins have infested me forever, so I'm actually just going to do this manually. And yes, see you all 5-10 minutes. And we're back, and I had to cue that scene manually as well. I don't know what's up with my Stream Deck. I'll probably just have to restart Streamlabs later, but that's fine, because I was going to do that anyway. Anyway, we're back. Sorry for the slightly longer than expected break, everyone. Basically, I'm an idiot, and not only got distracted by something, but then realised when I came back up that I had never actually queued ads, so I had to do that after I got here. So that's fun. Anyway, enough of me saying crap. Let's get back to it. Let's leave camp. There is nothing more for us to do here. And back on the road, the snowstorm seems to have mostly passed. Me saying crap is literally why you're here. Okay, yeah, no accounting for taste, I guess. Sure could use some more supplies in our cart, Raven says, tightening his belt. Kinda miss having those other folks around. They might not have been worth a damn in a fight, but they knew how to track animals and spot berries just about anywhere. Others agree. Well, I mean, if you're gonna complain, my dude. Sounds like you need practice. Start hunting. You send the few ravens who laugh with him. Don't come back empty-handed, you add. Choice words are mumbled, but they follow orders. 4 hours later they return, each holding nothing more than a small rodent. 2 of them have split one. Falca shakes her head and says, pathetic. Yeah, this is clearly the kind of leader Bolverk is.
The miners of Bindal are a rough crowd. Not a bad place to recruit new blades.
The old wanderer fights his way up next to you.
Can't see a damn thing in this mess. Guess old Irix hasn't forgiven you yet after all.
Shouldn't you have died already?
Spar grunts.
Soon enough, I reckon. Of course, these old bones won't be forming any mountain. Brambles, more like.
He squints into the distance.
It's bound to be more people from Ormsdal trying to find a new home in Bindal, Spar says. Crowded towns haven't always been good for us.
What's got you worried, old man?
Bunch of ravens set loose upon a slew of scared men and women is what, Spar says. Won't take much to have the guards after us, if they let us in at all.
He has a point, but there's little to be done about it. The idea of being around so many others in such a confined space makes you tense. You crave a long hunt and sleep in solitude. Ah, Bolverk, you just don't like people. Yes, welcome back to the later voyages of Black Flag. All of these people are looking for food and a home. Bolverk very much the Henry Rollins. And we're back in the room. And it's... okay, we are capturing. Good, good, good. Sorry about that, everyone. Yes, thanks, Twitch. I know my bitrate's unstable. It's because my computer died. Yeah, we really need to sort out what's causing this. But hey, you know, other than just gremlins, I guess. But we're back, so it's all good. It's all good. Calm. Blood pressure down. So yeah, what happened there was I made a joke about Henry Rollins, and clearly his spirit infused my computer and destroyed it, because it was just too much to bear. But hey, we're back now, so let's get back into it and see how much progress I've lost. And see if we can work out why Spa appears to be voiced by a 1920s music hall entertainer. All of these people are looking for food and a home. And I'm looking for ale. Is that so much to ask for? No, ale died in the last game. What if you could only afford a small beer? Would that be an ailette? I bet that Scout Tower already something or other I didn't see because I was busy making a plan. Probably already sent a warning over here. The snowstorm is worse than ever as you arrive at the walls of the mining tower. Bindal. As you arrive at the walls of the mining town of Bindal, the gates are closed and you beat a fist against them. "Open the fucking gates!" you shout. From the wall, two menders look down on you, then recede. Soon the gates open enough for a half-dozen well-trained guards to greet you. Their one-eyed captain points and says, "Just you." Volker steps to your side. "Not alone," she says. Yeah, no, letting Bolverk in alone sounds like a terrible idea. "She comes with me." The captain takes a moment to assess the situation and nods. Before following him through the gates, you bark commands to other ravens to stay close and vigilant. Inside the small gatehouse are the two menders from the wall, a woman with a fancy spear and a cub of a man holding a staff. "Valka Zephyr, it is the Raven Banner." "So it seems, but why here? Why now?" "Just passing through on our way to the Blue River. This blasted storm caught us. Plan to come back this way afterwards for more work, but now we need some food and a place to hole up. Brought some people with us. They need a new home." "I'm sure it felt like the right thing to do, but we're already beyond our capacity here." "Are you Bolverk? Bolverk Bloodaxe?" "Hold your tongue, Nichols." Oh, that's why I thought things looked weird. It's reset the settings because the computer crashed. Boop, there we go. "What do you know about me, boy?" "I've heard all your tales. I can't believe your cold bear cloak is real. Is it true your axe handles are made from your own horns?" The older mender places a hand on the young man's shoulder. "Wow, I never knew I was traveling with such a legend." You ignore her. "You in charge here? Where's the governor?" "The governor left for Arborang a while back with most of the fighters to settle a dispute. The Mender Council sent me to bring the people of Bindal west, as we'd heard too many rumors of Dredge." "More than rumors. We were in Bursgard. Saw Bellower." "The immortal Cinder. How did you escape?" "Immortal was a joke. He's dead." Nichol's eyes go wide in awe, but Zephyr looks pensive. What about the great rift that opened between Borsgard and Ormsdal? We managed. Zephyr looks like she wants to press you for more information. Enough! Open the gates for my ravens. Mercenaries would only panic the people. With everyone from Ormsdal, it's all I can do to keep them from stampeding in like wild yaks. This is reasonable. Fine. Camp against the leeward walls. Thank you. You'll have all the assistance with your shelter of Valka and her assistant can give you. Funny you won't let us in when we're on a job for one of your own. You snarl at Folker for saying too much. She shrugs in response. I'm not aware of another Valka being out this direction. Who has tasked you? Juno. Zephyr steps back at the name and studies your face for a moment. Nichols, you and the guards see what you can do outside the walls for the people. I'll see to it and make sure the ravens are comfortable. The young mender... different word. The young mender nods respectively to Zephyr and grins at you and Folker before leading the guards through the gate. I'm inviting only the two of you to stay within our walls and enjoy a bit more warmth and comfort. No, that seems like the kind of thing that would have the ravens... Like, that would sow discontent. And Bolverk doesn't seem like the kind of guy who takes the luxury option. Separate us from my ravens? No. Suit yourself, but your mistrust is unnecessary. Oh no, it's not that I don't trust you. Maybe. But I shouldn't have to tell you about my job from your superior just to get an invitation. My superior? No. You misunderstand. You have no job. The Valka known as Juno is dead. Chapter 10. To speak in old times. Bom bom bom. And we cycle back to Ormsdal, I'm guessing? Told you I didn't trust Juno. And we're back to Alette's people. Oh yeah, Vinder's not looking great. The once energetic Mender approaches, looking both worn and troubled. I'm not sure I thanked you for the time to recover. I've never woven a spell that strong before. Are you sure you're ready to move on? You look... I know. I caught my reflection earlier. It's a more mature look. The Mender grins and a hint of his former youth shines through. Not everyone would have stopped for so long, even, especially with the ground rumbling like it has. We're all people in need of help here, so... You've grown up to really care about everyone here, Alette. It's a gift, and I hope you never lose it. He weaves a bit more on the armor. Have you given any more thought to my offer? I think some mending could really benefit you. You consider his offer. Do we want to multi-class? This is the question. I mean, yes. Come on, how many games have we been through lately where I've been saying if you get the chance to learn to be a witch, you should do that? We should do that. Sure, it might really help someday. I think so too, and you already know more than you think. I doubt it will take me long to teach you the basics, but we'll have to practice as we go. I'm placing some patterns on your bow. Trace them with your thumb at all times. Practice. Memorize them. Understanding will occur later. Understanding will occur later is just... Yep, that's every teacher I've ever worked with. And just my life. One day understanding will occur. I'm looking forward to it. Game trail. One of the few gathered hunters says, looking down at a beaten path of grass. No telling what we might find down it, but it'll fill some stomachs. Well, let's encourage some healthy competition. Make a wager for who brings back the biggest. Everyone in the group starts smiling, tossing coins in a purse before heading down the trail. When it branches, 2 hunters sprint left and 3 think the center trail looks promising. One of those groups we'll never see again. Consider what to do. Oh, we can... We're a hunter. Search ground for clues. Do actual tracking. The other hunters took paths with cloven hoof tracks. There's a chance you could kill the largest hog among them. To the right are rabbit tracks and possibly something much bigger, but it's hard to tell. Ah, let's go and be reckless on our own. Hubris. You choose to hunt alone and move down the path quietly. Sure enough, a couple of hares bolt for cover before you can sight them, but it's not you they're afraid of. The scent hits you as a bear crashes through the brush nearby. You instinctively aim and fire. Stop saying fire! Signed, an archer. You instinctively aim and shoot, scoring a shot no one will ever believe. You shot 537 pounds of meat. However, you're only able to carry 100 pounds back to the caravan, because we are still a teenage girl. One hunter was wounded, but it'll heal. The 2 others brought back a large boar, but you are clearly the victor. Oh, was that an Oregon Trail reference? Ah. See, I wouldn't know. Having never played that game on account of English. And we got renown. You give everyone back their coin, and drinks are shared while the injured man's leg is mended. Later, the entire caravan enjoys the stories of the hunt while feasting. Got supplies, got morale, everything is good. Easy boy, a clansman shouts as a Yox cart nearly topples to one side. The tamp path of the Eastway Road has steadily turned into a cracked shamble. Looking ahead, it only gets worse. Various chasms gape like open mouths. You glance back to Avend, who looks at you and shakes his head. The entire caravan comes to a halt. We'll be eating our belts before finding a way across this broken road, especially with this many.
There's no telling how far we'd have to backtrack to head north.
Then we'll head south across the Omsa riverbed. We can head towards Grunda on west.
Trigvi peers around Haakon's elbow before coming fully into view.
Heading south is questionable, those people. Why'd you say that? Maybe I spent a lifetime there. Plenty of things to eat under logs, but there's also people in the bogs.
His eyes go wide.
The Skald should hear my rhyme. But what's wrong with heading south?
Different ways of living. Old ways. Stick to the mud, and cragsmen are less bothersome. I think he's talking about the boggers. The rough, backward people of Svartsbog. Trigvi frowns at Ivor.
Words like that can find you swollen, filled with poison.
He puffs out his cheeks and stares at Ivor.
This is why Val keep to themselves. Each human's crazy in their own way.
Trigvi hunches over with laughter, until he suddenly stops, sniffs the air and marches away. I kind of love Trigvi. Strange, but it's a fair warning. We're crossing over into lands most of us have never seen. Just because we left those dredge behind doesn't mean we won't have more wars ahead of us.
If we had more supplies, I'd say we should stop for a few days and train some of those clansmen to fight.
You consider your options.
Let's just camp. We'll consider training clansmen later.
Calls for camp spread down the line. Hey everyone, it's camp. Oh, Luton has something to say. The prince is acting even more standoffish than usual. You and Ivor have caught him staring ahead and twisting the ring on his finger over and over. Yrsa quietly stands nearby.
Glad to be heading home.
Luton turns to the two of you and offers a polite smile.
Even after that chasm, would it surprise you if I said no? I thought you hated being so far from Arborang. Life on the trail hasn't won me over, but it's not all bad. It's even possible that I've learned a few things about leading people well out here. You, Ivor, and Ursa are stunned to hear the prince talk this way. I've grown up in comfort and trained with scholars and fighters. I've never known anything else.
Oh god, that's why he's grown the moustache. He's like, I have reinvented myself, and now I am a hardy man of the woods, and you can tell by my moustache. I've known this guy.
Saying stuff like that won't make you any friends in this caravan. But that's just it. Among these clansmen, I've seen the differences. I think I understand them a bit more.
Oh yeah? What exactly do you understand?
It seems they know just as little about the things I know as I do about the things they know. For instance, they know almost nothing about the kingdom's economy, and I know very little about making the things they sell.
You're just describing what privilege is.
I know the trade routes, but they know the trade.
You've never seen the prince this animated, but then his face falls.
I just don't think the king will appreciate my knowledge. Ursa will agree my father's not what you'd call open-minded. The king's a hard man. Has to be, but his son is his weakness.
Ludin glares at her, but the archer only smirks.
The prince is the king's weakness? Don't listen to her. Watch your words, Prince.
What? I wasn't telling you what to do. An awkward, icy moment passes between the prince and his bodyguard. They've got a very interesting dynamic.
Meinolf was fearful of sending Ludin away, so he sent his 2 advisors to watch him. You're one of King Meinolf's advisors.
Ursa gives you a wry smile.
Regardless of whom he sent to protect me, I had no say in the matter. Kings usually have to make tough decisions and stick with them. Maybe someday you'll see why. I know, I just don't think he'll care for my ideas on treating with pets as common. What would you like to be called? Well, people, Prince. Even you. You have a charming way of humbling me.
Ursa rolls her eyes.
Just keep an open mind about your father the way you'd like him to have towards your ideas. That's something I've never considered before. I'll think on it.
As Prince Ludin and Ursa walk away, you feel Ivor watching you.
What?
When did you become so full of sage advice?
Since I started listening to you.
Gods, don't stop making that mistake. The two of you share a smile before moving on, whereas their dynamic is incredibly pure, and I love it. So who do we have on hand now? All of these people. Ursa can probably have that level. Yeah. Oh, 4 points available, because, oh yeah, one of these levels was just her getting brought up to match everyone. I'll decide who's in the party when we actually have to fight. Does Sven have anything to show me? You can handle yourself, but what about your other fighters? Sven says. Ever used a Varl and an archer to trap somebody? Think about what he's saying. Feel up to the challenge.
I'm ready.
Then we begin. Okay, we have Ivor, we have Oddleaf. Battering ram an enemy into rain of arrows, so we want Oddleaf to be further forward so that they can coordinate better. It would have been nice if Ivor could have been second, but hey. Battering ram. Battle ob fart message. Devs, did you forget something? Okay, if we put a trap there, and you know what, one there to just to lock people down and give me options. Why has only one of them shown up? I don't care. Easy game. And we get 16 renown for it. These challenges seem to have a wildly variable difficulty level. Anything else? Never seen a Mendel with as much power as this Avend, says Sven. But after watching him a while, bet I can show you how to really benefit from that lightning of his. Yeah, let's do the thing. Magic training. We have Ivor and Avend. Arclight, a chain of 3 or more enemies. So we're going to be using Battering Ram to reposition people. There. Battering Ram. Start clustering people together. Okay, there's a 2 chain, but we need a 3 chain. So until then, we're just gonna keep Ivor's armor up. Battering Ram you that way. Cluster up. There's another 2 chain. Boo. Oh wait, no, that is a 3 chain. 1, 2, 3. Brain. Basic shapes. Come on, Emma. Okay, no, when it says a chain of 3, it wants three individual strikes. Okay, but now that's a 3 chain. Just wound this guy. Just for giggles. Okay, Arclight. Ah, see, now I've moved Ivor into the chain. Oh well. Success, but also Ivor just stood there like, what? I mean, yes, it's entirely my fault, but Ivor can't look at me. I don't exist in his world. So we're calling that Avon's fault. Anything else, Sven? This is just such a good renown farm. Okay, nothing. Should we train some clansmen into fighters? Do we need more fighters? We've only got 73 fighters. We do have 230 Val, though. No, let's hold on. But now we have so much renown, we can start leveling people. Anyone still on level 3? Needers, but doesn't have a level. Alas. Okay, level 4. Level 4. Who's on level 4? Oddleaf. You're a boss. Up to level 5. Bim. Bim. Now you can do 3 arrows. Very nice, very nice. Hark on, you're literally the king. Up to level 5. Bim, bim. Eric, we've barely seen you at all. Up to level 5. God, he can now give 6 willpower. That's a lot of willpower. Mogr, you're my favourite member of Wu-Tang. Yes, I am going to keep making that joke. Okay, there's all that renown spent. Hope I didn't need it for anything else. And we leave. To go south. What time even is it? Okay. Because once again, my stream timer not really working because my computer died. That's a weird twisty thumbs up I'm doing there. Yay for bendy joints. A scout runs up to you. There's a woman tied to a tree up ahead. Got 4 guards watching her. The strange news draws a good deal of attention from the caravan. The bound woman is ranting and spitting at the 4 guards when you arrive and ask, "What's going on here?" "This here's a witch," one guard says. "Plaguing our clan, making everyone really sick. We caught her and brought her way out here." The others nod. "She's to be tied here for 5 days without food or water, then cut loose. Been 3 days so far." "But she'll die on her own after that long with nothing to eat or drink," you say. "That's not on us," the guard responds. "But if you want to set her free, we'll be bigger fools than you to get in your way." "How do you know that she's a witch?" Everyone looks at the woman who's grinning a toothless grin. She scratches at the tree bark and calls out the dead gods one by one. "That's not enough," the guard says. "She was seen squeezing mistletoe berries into water troughs. Think I heard that makes you sick." "It does." The other guards bob their heads in agreement. "Is there any thoughts?" Issa smiles and saunters toward the tied woman. She says a few quiet words to the prisoner and looks her over before returning. "My suggestion," she says. "Burn her and the tree to the ground." "That's your suggestion for everyone." My instincts are at odds with everything else here. I mean, we're getting them to let her go whatever happens. I think just let her go, everyone goes on their own way, we're all good. Or do we want a witch? Hubris? Hubris. Let her go, she can join us. The guard looks shocked. "We're not getting near her," he says, and the 4 of them run off in different directions. You cut the woman free and she slumps to the ground, weak. A few others help you get her into a cart and give her some water. She smiles at you once before falling asleep. Yes, because we were never leaving her there, because literally I am not going to walk past torture and go, nah. And yes, I know my personal principles are often at odds with the reality presented in this game, but that doesn't mean I'm going to stop. Oh, I'm so dead. It's wet. Once you cross the Omsa riverbed, the wind ceases to cut through the humid air. Oh, that's some nice rain sound. Just take a second for that rain sound. That's a good sound. Once you cross the Omsa riverbed, the wind ceases to cut through the humid air. The darkening sky lets loose its rain, and soon fat drops of water turn the dirt path to sucking mud, slowing the caravan. Cloaks are pulled overhead, and children and animals are wrangled near the carts. Yeah, that doesn't look much fun at all. But hey, we did some foraging anyway. Good job. I was hoping to avoid visiting this part of the kingdom for at least a few more years, Prince Luden says. At least others have had the sense to abandon this cesspool. As arrogant as he sounds, he's right. There are very few signs of life around you. Yet you still feel like you're being watched. The lowing of the usually quiet yokes indicates the beast's difficulty pulling the carts. You're up to your knees in it when a scout comes to you. Found some stone markers that led us to a few paths of solid ground over there. He points while shouting over the yokes. And even in Bumpy, but easier than this. Stone markers? Yeah, the man says. Don't look natural. Don't look like much of anything else either, just some stones marking a path through this place is all I can figure. You would ask Trigby, but he's nowhere around, probably out gathering mushrooms. This feels like a trap. This really feels like a trap. Lead the way. The caravan changes course slowly, but you soon see the low stone markers, some with sticks tied around them. The caravan picks up speed over the lumps of packed ground until a child screams. You rush back to see the boy being pulled out of a hole in one of the mounds you crossed. Inside you see blackened, wrapped bodies buried only inches beneath the bog. You're walking across a burial ground. And in retrospect, that makes a lot of sense. We found some... The ground is bumpy and there are some mysterious stone markers. Get everyone moving, Iva says. There's a chance we'll make it out of here without anyone knowing we were here. You start urging everyone on, but feel Ruger watching you. Well, Ruger couldn't log off. Appropriately. Had his nice rain ambiance. And now it's stopped. Run around us! Shouts a man near the edge of the caravan. We're stuck in this mud! Cragsman have encircled you. The leader steps forth and shouts, There's no price but blood for crossing through the land of our dead. Shouts ring out. They're preparing to attack. I love that there's the option send Trigby forward to parley. What could go wrong? Didn't I tell you easy isn't always easy? Trigby says. He looks nervous, a reaction you've never really seen from him before. What if they listen to me as well as you do? Do what you can so we can ready an attack. Trigby looks you in the eye for the first time in memory. Us two only sleep once in strange places. Okay, that's a clue that we'll remember only too late, he says, before spinning on his heel. He marches out across the bog, hands held high in peace. Your fighters take this opportunity to get into a better position, shoving clansmen further into the centre. Oh no! A few cragsmen surround Trigby, while he addresses their leader in his animated fashion. The man allows him to finish before shouting, He's forgotten our ways. Welcome home, boy! Those surrounding Trigby pierce him repeatedly with spears before you can lead your charge. Dang it! Smart tactics. There are more of them than trained fighters with you, but smart tactics can still win this fight. Many of your clansmen will die unless you are victorious. The whole bog seems to move with the approaching cragsmen. Eric, the warden from Strand, says, I know this sounds mad, but they're bringing battle-trained bears. If we weaken one, I can make it ours. He smiles at your confusion. Ask the governor of Strand. They're helpful in certain situations. Hakon growls. We could lose our lives and he wants a new pet. Okay, Eric, but this better be worth it. We'll need to clear the battlefield except for one bear, the warden says. Then leave the rest to me. This is crazy, but okay. The battle begins with Eric smiling. Okay, so do we have to have all of these four? We have to have Eric and that's it. I mean, we'll probably have those four. Let's take Mog. Let's take Avent. Let's take Harkon because he's level 5 but hasn't earned a new level. And Elio and Need for the same reasons. But that'll do. Yep, those are bears. Okay, so just glancing at them, bears absorb strength damage until armor's depleted, fair enough. And you can attack 3 adjacent targets in front of the bear. Okay, don't let it do that. We've got more pig stickers, more axe throwers, and a sky striker. 2 axe throwers, great, love it. Why did I put Morgan at the back? Why did I not actually look at how I was deploying? That's my fault. That's entirely on me. Leave the bear to me. It will all be for nothing if we kill it. I mean, there are 2 bears, but yeah. Let's just murk this guy instead. Wow, that bear is strong. And when I say it like that, I shouldn't be surprised. Get arc lit. Fun. Bears are next. Well, what next is Eric murders this guy. Call that an axe storm? What's tale worth telling to? Oh yeah, it gives people a bonus to fighting people who are stronger than them. I can never be bothered with that, to be honest. Hey, no shooting Need just before she shoots you. And then bring some pain to him. I can wound the bears. I wasn't told I can't wound the bears. I can't kill the bears, but I can wound the bears. Weaken the bears. Oh, that didn't actually weaken the bears because the bears only take armor damage until they're out of armor. Brain. In that case, that's even better. Instead of killing the bears, I will just destroy the armor of the bears. Actually, wait. So, makes more sense if you put it to the thing that will actually do more damage. Hammer. Numbers that are bigger are good. That's what gaming taught me. Cool. 2 people down already. Love this. Okay, I forgot she had that protect from death on higher than 1 strength thing, but that's nice. Mostly kill that guy. Actually kill this bear. I can't even tell if this is going well or not, to be honest. Oh. Eric's down so I can't tame the bear. God damn it. And we lost a bunch of people because we couldn't get the bear because Eric went down because I didn't think to protect him. Arse. I'm an idiot is basically my problem there. It's weird how often that's the problem. Everyone gets injured. I swear Eric just came up on the injured list twice, or did I miss something?
Baldringer's flame welcomes endless war. But why?
I assume that's a godstone we're coming up on. Weird timing. Because, I mean, we're gonna... I hear we shouldn't rest more than one night in strange places. So I'm gonna keep moving. Anybody want to level? Can I afford one? Yeah, rank 5 will only take 10, right? I ever have a level. Only takes 9. That's even better than 10. Alas, poor Tryggvi. We realistically barely knew him. Wait a minute, somebody should be using this plus a ton of strength glove. Would have been handy for Eric. But Hakon can have it instead. And this 20% crit chance thing. That sounds like a Ludin thing. Why can't I give it to Ludin? Because it is too high rank for him. Emma, learn to read. Or oddly for you. What else do we have? Oh, this massive break thing. That can go to Ivor. Because I think canonically it's his. Here we have a thing for +3 willpower. So you're not carrying anything. Or actually, no, that wants to go to Eric because he can use his willpower to give other people willpower, and that is good. And we don't even get to keep Tryggvi's pendant. Boo. Let's keep moving. There's a godstone coming up, I think. Here we go. Weather is not good here. Not good at all. Even now the petrified flames ward off our vile friends. What accent was that, Aelio? I'll really need to settle on what he sounds like at some point. Placed upside down in the ground, the petrified roots of a giant tree reach towards the sky. All the Varl, including Ivor and Hakon, have separated from the caravan temporarily, giving Baldringer's Godstone a wide berth. The giant's presence is missed as you continue to feel watched. Hey Leo, what do you know about Baldringer? Not much, but enough, the Skald says. These flames symbolise Baldringer's love of fire and war, the first being a means to the second. When the Varl were dominating humans in the first great conflict, it was Baldringer who gave the losing side fire to combat the giants. You hold up your hand to Hope the storyteller, listening through the rain for anything that might be following you. Hearing nothing, Aelio resumes, holding the gaze of her audience. Humans praise Baldringer for the gift of fire, but God only desired more war. He points towards the distant shapes of the Varl. When the giants and humans found peace, this Godstone fell from grace. It was to continue keeping the land scorched. Perhaps its shadow can still kill. We should probably keep a patrol up. You and a few others slink away from the mass of clansmen, and soon come upon unsuspecting cragsmen waiting to ambush your caravan. Told you we should patrol. There is no time to consider your options. Well. Well. Archer party! We've got archers for days, and also Ludin. And Avind, I guess. He's ranged, it counts. Shut up. Ludin, you're facing the wrong way. They're behind you. Here we have a bog runner. It's a backbiter, basically. Axe thrower, pig sticker. Oh, they've got siege archers as well. Great. And a sky striker and another axe thrower. Great. Well, let's just murder them and then everything will be fine. Don't know if you saw that. My lights are having a moment. Well, welcome a ghost to the House of Hubris. Okay, not really worth Bird of Prey because it's still only 1 damage. Okay, thanks for shooting your own people. Very obliging of you. I'll let mess them up. What? You can't just do that. Who told you you can just do that? Speaking of things you can't just do. The armor break sounds are, as ever, very pleasing. Oh, probably should have done that in such a way that I didn't walk over the coals. Oh well. Oh, so when they say, like, walking over hot coals, that's a bad thing. I get it. I guess. Okay, really expected you to just kill her, but sure. Wait, did that one's just that arrow trap just come down on one of their own? I didn't even know that was possible. That's very funny. Oh hey, you're standing in a diagonal line. That was mistake number 1. Mistake number 2 is me putting a let there. Mistake number 3 was Ludin getting pig stuck. But let me tell you, you won't enjoy escape. Wow, this amazing taunting I'm doing, it's truly world class, and in no way completely stymied by my inability to speak English. Be dead. really going to need to do some resting. Okay, what you really want to do is arc-light that guy, because you want to have them both weakened. You don't want to go into pillage and it just be somebody who is suddenly has all the turns, and... Oh no, it's only have one turn, that's how pillage works, Emma. Okay, whatever. Oh wow, you critted for checks notes 2. Well, 2. How compares that to 12? Avent hit her with a stick. Well done. Issa hit her with a stick, but, you know, at speed and from range, we call it archery. And then Oddleaf, be the boss that you are, and win. One day we'll stop taking a load of collateral damage along the way, but hey, you know. Newt is injured, Newton is injured, but is his moustache okay? Alex is injured. That's a shame. Only 8 renown? We've been getting so much more renown for doing basically nothing. Having killed or run off the Cragsman, you return to the remaining clansmen at the Godstone. Grabbing your belongings, your foot hits something in the mud. You reach down and find a small skull with a yellow ribbon through the eyes. You toss it in a bag without another thought. You found a small skull with a yellow ribbon tied through the eye sockets at the foot of a dead god's grave, and you're like, yeah, better keep that. Do they not have horror films in Skog? Okay, they don't have films. They don't have horror stories in Skog. This is how you get cursed. Honestly. Fallow's Rebirth. See, that's even the creepiest name for an item. Okay, let's take a minute to camp because we really need it, because everybody is injured. Just a little cursed? I'd love to know what qualifies as a lot cursed. There you go. Everyone is fine now. Which has now led into I'm doing fine now, as covered by the Pastanas. Fallow's Rebirth. The small skull of a Cragsman infant, tied with a golden ribbon, supposedly wards away death. Ah! Especially now that we're making it explicit that it's not just a small skull, that is the skull of a baby. Protects from death at strength above 1. -3 armor, don't love that, but 35% chance to dodge strength attacks. I can see the appeal, but at the same time, I'm never ever touching that in my life. No thank you. Anyways, there's somebody I can level. Ludin, now that you have become the hardy man of the woods that you are, have a level. Time's up. Oh, actually, that comes at just the right time that we should probably stop. So, yeah. I think this has probably run a touch shorter than usual, just because of all the technical issues. So, apologies for that, but, yeah. Hopefully we'll get this sorted out at some point. In any case, thank you all for watching. Thanks to everyone who stayed to the end. It means a lot. Just in case... what? Just in case what? Please, me, continue that bit. I'd love to know what was just in case. I don't know. Yeah. words. If you've been watching this, you know where to find me, but just in case, there it goes. This is twitch.tv/Serasent, that's SERASENT, the House of Hubris. And you can catch me normally every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 2 PM British time. That's 9 AM Eastern, 6 Pacific, other time zones are available. And we'll be continuing this for the rest of the trilogy. It'll be a little while. And nothing could possibly go more wrong, right? Yeah. If you want to be notified when we are live, because occasionally it changes, like for example today, then you can follow us on Twitch. Doesn't cost you anything, puts numbers up, but more importantly, lets you know when we're here. And I don't know why I say we, it's just me. Well, I suppose Daniel, but Daniel doesn't exist. Words. If you miss us, you can check out the VODs for 8 weeks after the fact on my Twitch, or usually about 2 weeks after they've gone up, although that is fluctuating a bit at the minute because my schedule has gone strange. You can check out my YouTube, the link is just down there-ish. It says VOD Archive, you can find it. Or, just in case, that is youtube.com/users/rf191999. Where you can find all of my videos right back to the start of the channel. That's over a year of content now, playing so many different games. There'll probably be something to your taste there, and if not, let me know what would be to your taste, and maybe I will. And while you're there, throw us a subscribe. Again, doesn't cost you anything, and helps us get our numbers up, but most importantly, means every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday you get hot, fresh VODs in your subscription feed, for the low, low price of literally nothing. Words. If you think me forgetting how to speak English, wrestling tech gremlins single-handedly, and trying to convince people not to turn this into a horror movie is worth supporting monetarily, you can, of course, cheer or subscribe on the Twitch, but you very much don't need to. Just turn up and hang out and be chill. And a reminder also, it strikes me that I never actually said, if you have Amazon Prime, you have a free Twitch sub, which I'm not going to say use it on me, but, like, you don't have to. I'd love it if you did. But use it on someone, because frankly, it's an opportunity to spend Jeff Bezos' money, and I think you're morally obligated to take that. It's literally categorical imperative, take money away from Jeff Bezos. Give it to me, that's fine. Give it to somebody else, that's fine. Give it to not him. I'm going to get this taken down. Was there anything else? If you want to see me in other things at the minute, tough luck. If you want to hear me in other things, I'm in podcasts. So, I don't know, look me up on Podchaser. But if you want to see me rant into the internet and do memes and stuff, my Twitter is also down there. Just in case, that is at Waruce. That's WARUCE. Praxis is spending Jeff Bezos' money. Exactly, Emily. But yes, all that said, I think I'm done. So, again, love to you all. Again, apologies for the tech problems today. I'm really trying to work on what's causing them. It's a slow process because I'm not good at tech. Forget what you might think from, like, listening to me talk and seeing streams and stuff. I'm not actually good at tech. It's all black magic. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking now and let you go about your day, let me go about my evening, and it'll all be good. And I will see you again, all things being equal, back to the regular time on Saturday. Love to you all, and I will see you again then.